style is called an applique, and an applique is where you add pieces to the clay, and you can use parts of molds that exist. Sometimes molds that are used in the kitchen for cookies are really good. So really an applique, you're just putting the clay in there and you're really just pinching it, and then the pattern comes out and you can cut it and attach it. Piece. Do it one more time. When the clay is soft like this, it's very easy to manipulate. Okay. More. So this tile is called the applique tile, where you have pieces that you're applying on top of it, but I'm also showing you how to use press molds. So in this case, this is a rubber press mold, and literally you just press into it. You can either just roll the ball clay and put it in like that, or you can have a flatter piece. Okay. Once you decide on your design, then you can, since both pieces of clay are equally wet, it's perfectly okay to just use water. And again, you want to go back and forth until you create kind of a creamy surface that's actually slip. And then when you're applying this, you want to make sure that you don't trap air in there. So you want to press it down without losing the design. Same thing there. Brush water on it, back and forth a couple of times so that you kind of melt the surface. Press it down so you don't trap air. Most people are afraid to touch it because they think they'll ruin the design, but it's pretty hardy. So you're creating slip. You're putting this. You can move it before you attach it. Press it down. Then you always want to check the edges because you always kind of lose the crispness of your edges. So at the end of the class period, you have to store your work, and because this has a surface on it, you're not going to flip it over like we did with the earlier pieces, but you're going to pull the canvas towards you, walk your hands underneath it, and move it onto the flat clay surface, which is called the bat. And that way you haven't warped any of the sides, which if you aren't careful will dry crooked. We cover with saran wrap, gently, all four sides, and then that piece, that's how you store it. The other pieces, since you have your sgraffito, you can just put a piece of saran wrap over that. So then you can just cover that. You can put your next tile on top of it, and then your other tile can go on top of that, and you can essentially just cover it this way, and then you can store it. And with tiles or anything that's flat, you want them to dry slowly. So you put it on your shelf and you check it and it's good to go.